Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my WINZ.com movie review for November 2019. This month I went to see Ford versus Ferrari. It stars Christian Bale, Matt Damon, John Barenthal, Katrina Balfe, Tracy Letts, and more. It is the story of the rivalry between the Ford Motor Company and the Ferrari racing team. Ferrari had dominated road courses, specifically the road course at Le Mans, the 24 hours of Le Mans. So an executive at Ford Motor Company, Lee Iacocca, played by John Barenthal, suggests they buy Ferrari. That doesn't go well. Insults are traded, and that makes Henry Ford II, played by Tracy Letts, angry, and he wants to bury Ferrari at Le Mans. So Iacocca approaches Carroll Shelby, played by Matt Damon, a famous designer of race cars and driver of race cars. And Carroll, who is in some financial difficulty, agrees to take on the job, but he wants Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale, to be his driver. He and Ken have a long history, not all of it real good, and eventually they come together to form the Ford Racing Team. You might think, just based on the trailer, that, excuse me, my mask is slipping again, that this movie might be kind of a dull docudrama. That's what I thought going in. I was wrong. This is a very entertaining film. And the thing that is most entertaining about Ford versus Ferrari is Christian Bale as Ken Miles. He is electric as this difficult, persnickety race car driver who knows what he wants, can feel it in the car, doesn't need a bunch of engineers telling him what to do, and that is part of the drama between Miles and Shelby and Ford and their executives. One in particular, a guy named Leo Beebe, played by Josh Lucas, who is the villain of the piece. You would think it would be Ferrari, it is not. The villain is within. Ken Miles talks to the car as he's driving it, saying, "More of that, please," and begging the car to hold together near the end of the race because he's pushed it real hard. It is a very fun story, and the relationship between Miles and Shelby, while not the focus of the film, is certainly a huge part of it. Both Bale and Damon fully invest in their characters and create this sort of not unlikely friendship, but unexpected friendship between these two men. John Barenthal does what he needs to do as Lee Iacocca. Katrina Balfe is not on screen a ton, but she is the supportive wife of Ken Miles, playing Molly Miles, and at one point almost kills them both because she's angry at him in a car they're driving together. Noah Yuke plays Peter Miles. He is Ken and Molly's son, Peter, and he is the devoted, and he's the son that puts his father up on the pedestal and supports him no matter what. It is a very good film. It's very entertaining. Even though it's 2.5 hours long, plan your fluids. It is a movie that doesn't feel 2.5 hours long. And the racing scenes are very exciting as the scenes are shot real up close to the fronts of cars, when it's a point of view shot, and then of course as they're driving by. It's all very good, and I enjoyed it a lot. I'm giving Ford versus Ferrari 5 guitars. Go to WINZ.com in the blogs section and look for my complete review, assuming I can ever get this mask to stay on, of Ford versus Ferrari. It's in the blogs section. Check out my weekly reviews at stanthemovieman.com. Listen to my podcast I do with my wife. It's called Comedy, Tragedy, Marriage. It is a podcast about life, love, and entertainment. You can find that pretty much everywhere you get your podcasts. Follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan and send emails to me, StanTheMovieMan123 at gmail.com. Till next time, later.